Welcome to VRML Channel 1. We have three, that's 1, 2, 3 matches of fun here tonight, starting with Overkill against BlackJack. This is going to be a burner, a barn burner. Overkill, of course, in that 12th position, BlackJack in 19th. Definitely wanting to lock in that seed for CC, but hey, it's the one you see, Luke, that is. And here next to me is Pinched Nerve with Wonder T-Man on cams. Pinched, how's it going?
Going great, and I am super stoked to watch this game. These games are a big deal. Both of these teams still have another match, but they are competing for that Challenger Cup slot for the seeding. And you know what? In BlackJack's case, they might actually get eliminated if they can't step it up and play really well.
Yeah, they certainly might, no longer have a fight if Overkill puts on the burners, but plenty of time remaining. I do believe we have pinged these teams to ready up, so there will be, or no, maybe not. I'm going to poke them right now. So, man, Pinched, we've seen this team throughout the entire season with, BlackJack and Overkill. One of the classics, but actually, I got a chance to talk about these teams beforehand, and, Derpy Boy is feeling hyped for every second. What do you have to say to that?
Well, they absolutely should. This has been a great season, and with the Challenger Cups and the finals, this is everything everybody wants Echo to be. I am so excited. They have to be excited. They are in the center of it. They are the stars of the show. And on BlackJack, we have Rip Red, Alien, Salty Raccoon, Joyo. For Overkill, we have Derpy Boy, Lethal Hobo, Anubis, and Robbins.
Yeah, it certainly will be a good time. Newt, hello, that is Pinched Nerve, one of our amazing casters, but we are in the action now. It's Overkill, moving on up, moving on through, now over to Anubis. Anubis looks for the pass back, not going to happen. Jukes around, finds the left side wall. Robbins now picks up the disc, but pocket picked. Rip Red finds that clear all the way downfield. It's a quick stack race. Quickly recovered there by Anubis. Once again on the back line, the stun does come through now. Joyo coming in, and oh no, the pass, the cut, no good. That's going to get recovered, though, by Alien. Alien slowing it down, pass back to Rip Red, one more back pass, and one more goal. There we go, 2 on the board, just like that for BlackJack.
And BlackJack has certainly opened the scoring here, and quite early, and we're only 40 seconds into this game, and they've made a statement. They want to win, they need to win, and now we're going to see the offensive joust from Overkill. And out of the tubes they come, and the disc is going to be grabbed by Anubis. Anubis is going to pass it over to the left, over to Robbins, actually through the center. Robbins is going to walk it through there cautiously, probably waiting for those teammates to come up and walk along that ceiling. I always get vertigo trying to do that. It's going to be reset over to Anubis. Anubis is going to pass it back up to Robbins. Robbins is going to take a look for those positions, and maybe try to draw out a little defense. Defense is not being drawn out there, so I'm going to walk it all the way into the bubble on the ceiling, over to Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo passes over to Anubis, and into the goal, tying the game at 2.
Yeah, that's exactly the gameplay from Overkill that I expect to see. Disciplined, slow, precise, methodical gameplay. Sometimes it's slow, and those last few passes, they were certainly fast. But it's a tie game. Still plenty of time remaining. Only a minute and a half in this first round of 3. Best of 3, that is. As Salty Raccoon now has this disc, looking for a pass to the right side, connects to Rip Red. Rip Red deep pass, going to get read by Anubis. Anubis sending it back, but going to get read by Rip Red again. It's a back and forth. Joyo to the ceiling, but not to a teammate, initially at least, but the leech is good for Robbins. Robbins finding that long clear is going to bounce back into the hands of Anubis. Anubis gets the bounce clear through that tunnel area. Now deep into the bubble. It's a quick stack race, but it will be Alien putting everyone there on Overkill's side. In their place, but that's going to get big steal. Oh my goodness. Lethal Hobo putting on the heat. Getting 4 on the board.
Oh yeah, and that was certainly lethal. Wow, right into the goal. You just there's just no defense against that. If you can't hold on to that disc, clear it out. They grab it. That's it. That's points on the board. Overkill now has a lead of 2 points. It's going to be Salty Raccoon passing it over through that left tunnel, but it's not caught, and it's recovered by Anubis. Anubis is going to pass it up to Lethal Hobo, and they're back in the bubble. It's a floating disc. It's recovered by Alien. Alien's going to look to reset that out. Maybe, maybe not, but it is passed up to Joyo. Joyo's going to pass it down to, looks like Rip Red. Rip Red over to Alien. Very methodical here, passing back and forth instead of that old-fashioned clear and chase. It is Rip Red back to Joyo. Joyo's going to dance around there, a little juking, but not enough. But Salty Raccoon is able to grab it over to Rip Red. Rip Red's going to dance up in front of that bubble over to Salty Raccoon, into the goal, tying the game at 4.
Wow. 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 What an absolute pass. I mean, Salty just grabbed onto that disc like a really juicy hamburger, and you just want to hold on to it for oh dear life and throw it in the back of the net. My goodness. Tying this game at 4. Risky passes, but, you know, these players are playing out of their minds right now, really to find that edge of perfection. But that's a deep pass, and that pass will eventually connect to Derpy Boy, who does have an open 3. And, of course, at this level, they make those every time. 7-4, 3-point lead for Overkill.
Yep, and that was a very calm throw, but an extremely accurate one. It puts them up by 3, and you know, those 3-pointers can make a huge difference in the game. So we're going to see how BlackJack responds, and out of the tubes they come. It is going to be grabbed by Salty Raccoon, passes it over to Rip Red. Rip Red straight down. Oh, but it's picked off by Derpy Boy, and it's sent forward into the orange bubble. Here come the stacks. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Anubis, who gets stunned out, not able to cover, but it is still scored by Robbins, giving them a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Robbins slamming that in the net, and Rip Red getting there just a second too late with the big goal. Well, actually through the net, Chicago, so never mind. That was clearly in from Robbins. Great replay, and great cams again from Wonder T-Man, running everything behind the scenes. Much love to him and all that he does, but there's a long clear now. Rip Red over to Alien. Alien on the ceiling, looking for an opportunity here. Moving around, seeing the high pass. Is that going to connect? Yes, it will somehow. But Joyo goes for the long reset, connecting now to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon playing this slow. Nice bounce pass over to Rip Red. Rip Red finds the cross pass, cut pass, one more pass, but that went too fast. And that is going to be a free disc, as it's going to get cleared out again by Lethal Hobo, but still picked up by Salty. Salty back over to Joyo. Joyo back to Rip Red. Rip Red sees the pass across, hits Salty. Salty now slowing it down, finds the left side wall. Cross pass, probably one more for Joyo. There you go. Textbook play right there. Into 3-point game with BlackJack scoring 2 more.
Yeah, that was just so methodical. You have to love to see teams slowing it down, passing it back and forth, catching those passes, and it ending up in the goal for points. So we're going to have a joust advantage for Overkill. Anubis is going to grab that disc, going to walk it forward, try to draw out the stack. Stack's not biting. So, hey, you know what? Just hang there. You got the points advantage. Make them come to you, and that's exactly what they're doing there. Dancing up and down. Finally going to pass it over to, somebody who didn't catch the disc, and Salty Raccoon is able to grab it. But wait, Robbins is able to steal it back and sends it into the bubble. Not quite into the goal. Salty Raccoon is able to send it back out of the bubble. It's held by Alien now. Alien's going to try to look for some options there. They end up sending it out through the mid, but it's picked off by Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo sends it across to Anubis. Anubis is going to once again walk it forward a little slowly there, passing it up to Robbins. Robbins outside the bubble, but walking along the ceiling, passes it straight back to Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy's going to, over in that bow tie area, going to go forward there and takes a look at, once again, drawing some options, picking some people, a little dodging here, passing it up to Robbins. Robbins will take their time. Gets stunned out, and we have a free floating disc. Gets grabbed by Joyo. Joyo is going to pass it all the way out to Salty Raccoon and into the blue zone, held by Alien.
Yeah, Alien now moving it on up. Finding that bounce cross, clear but not quite pass, as everyone seems to be stunned out on the side of BlackJack. Overkill certainly putting in the work right now. Nice ender from Joyo. Joyo over and across. Alien taking a second. finding that angle, gonna connect with Rip Red. Rip Red passes it back to Salty. Salty, one more reset to Joyo under pressure. Unfortunately, sends it across, but no one's there. So it is going to be a little bit of a race to this disc, now picked up by Alien. Alien probably hitting Joyo, yes. Joyo seeing the cross pass, sends it back to Salty. Salty, probably high cross to Rip Red. Yup, now diving in, looking for the cut. No, the shot! What a pocket! Adding 2 more on the board, making this a 1-point game. Overkill still in the head.
Yep, Overkill is ahead, and there's just over 2 minutes left. BlackJack does have an opportunity here, but first they have to get the disc again. It's going to be an Overkill joust advantage. And out of the tubes they come. It's going to be grabbed by Anubis. Anubis is going to, once again, take their time. And you know what? That is not a bad play. There's still plenty of time. There's 2 minutes here. Does draw out the stack and passes it over to it. Oh, it looks like nobody's able to grab it except for the BlackJack stack. It's going to be Alien with the disc. Sends it across to Rip Red. Sends it over through the mid, over to Salty Raccoon, over to Joyo. Joyo's below the bubble, over to Alien.
Oh!
Takes a shot, but no, it's saved by Anubis and sent right back out. It's Salty Raccoon who recovers over to Rip Red's going to make another attempt off the backboard and in for 2 points to take the lead.
Wow, I mean, that is incredible to see. And what a play from BlackJack, who is currently 19th on the ladder. Overkill, of course, being second, or 12th, rather, in that Challenger Cup spot. But 2 matches left for both these teams. Anything can happen, as it is going to be moving downfield through the tunnel now. Cross pass going to get picked up here by Lethal. Lethal now up to Robbins. Robbins moving around, going to get picked up here by Anubis. Anubis taking a second, passing up high. They need to score right here, right now. 56 seconds. One more cut, one more goal. Just like that, they respond in kind. Overkill take back the lead.
Oh, I love these back and forth games. You never know who's going to win until that final buzzer buzzes. You know what? Overkill has that 1-point advantage, but BlackJack is going to have the joust advantage, and they're going to have about 30 seconds to bring it all the way across. It's going to be Salty Raccoon over to Rip Red. Rip Red sends it all the way forward, but it's picked off by Anubis and sent all the way back. It's a free-floating disc. It's a race. It looks like it's going to be grabbed by Robbins, but Robbins gets stunned out. Oh, wait, Anubis is there. He grabs the disc, sends it into the orange bubble, over to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon's going to try to clear it out, but wait, Derpy Boy is there. Derpy Boy pass over to Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo into the bubble, into the goal for 2 points, taking the lead up to 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Overkill, of course, finding the extra time, extra points, and finding that W here in round 1. And, I mean, that certainly is something to be said with that one. That was so much fun to see. But, of course, Joyo started off the scoring in that round. And they were on the side of BlackJack. When I was talking to BlackJack beforehand this match, Salty Raccoon was saying that they know Overkill's roster. They've known them a while and respect their play. He's hoping, or they're hoping, that we are able to keep up with them. I feel like this match is going to be very, very heavy on momentum, and he who strikes first strikes last. So unfortunately, Joyo did strike first, and unfortunately, BlackJack did not strike last, but it certainly was a momentum game pinched, where, I mean, we saw Overkill kind of get that goal and just find a couple more in the last dying seconds of that round.
Yeah, that's right. And, at this level of play, you can't make mistakes. You cannot turn over that disc. That's just, hey, I don't want to win if you're going to give away the disc. And both of these teams absolutely want to win. They want to get into that Challenger Cup, and they want to get into the finals. And you know what? Speaking of those finals, the first day of the finals is Saturday, November 12th. All 3 regions will have events over those 2 weekends. So be sure to check the events page at the top of the channel list in the Echo Arena VRML Discord server for more information, including exact schedules and formats.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be super exciting. Of course, Challenger Cup next weekend, finals the week thereafter. We're going to be here, but we're also here in round 2. Will Overkill finish it, or will BlackJack take us to round 3? Let's see. Overkill quickly in possession, as now Anubis just slows this play down, tries to bait out one player as they're just happily juking around, jumping around. There's the player diving in. There's the cut. One more dive, one more cut. But the pass will be read by Rip Red, as that's going to be sent over the head of Overkill and into their half.
and the disc is going to float all the way into the blue bubble. And well, wait, here's Derpy Boy, who's going to pass it back over to Anubis. Anubis is going to send it across over into near that tunnel to Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo up to Robbins. Robbins is going to walk it forward. I lost my map display, so I can't tell which stacks are coming, but it is passed back to Anubis. Anubis is going to send it all the way across to, looks like Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo down to Anubis, and into the goal by Anubis to start the round with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a start here from Overkill in round 2. Getting the first 2, but Joyo got the first 2 for BlackJack. They looked really strong, and then, well, Overkill clapped back there in round 1, but round 2, maybe BlackJack's turn to shine, and round 3 will determine it all. But let's see, that's going to move all the way downfield. Now it's going to be Derpy Boy sending that one bouncing around, but bouncing off the ceiling, almost in the back of the net, but it's going to get picked up here by Rip Red, finding the pass to the right-hand side to Joyo. Joyo juking, finding a pass. No, the pass is going to bounce right back into the hands of Robbins over to Lethal Hobo. The ding is going to reverberate around the arena, but they'll get another opportunity. 4-0, Overkill.
Yeah, if that first shot doesn't go in and you get the disc back, hey, try again. It's 2 points. It brings them up to 4. You know, hey, you got to do what works, and sometimes you got to take that second shot. If you don't try, you're not going to make it. We're going to have that BlackJack offensive joust. It's Salty Raccoon passing it up and across to Rip Red, and Rip Red's going to send it all the way across to Joyo. Joyo's going to dance around by that right tunnel, finally sending it all the way across. Oh, but the geometry gets in the way. It's picked off by Anubis and sent back into the orange bubble. It looks like it's Robbins who puts it in for another 2 points, bringing their lead to 6.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I mean, Overkill absolutely putting on the heat here in round 2. 6 points up, but we're only 25% and plenty of time. BlackJack certainly were neck and neck in round 1. They just need to find the momentum, find that first points. Unfortunately, that's not the play they needed to see. That's going to get right past their player. A nice little low pass connecting to Overkill. Overkill stunned out. Going to get picked up here by Salty Raccoon. Salty now over to Rip Red. Rip Red bouncing through. Picked up here now by Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy over to Anubis. Anubis looking for the high pass. Unfortunately, that's going to bounce a little bit erratically, but still picked up by Lethal Hobo. Lethal now over to Robbins. Robbins diving in. Oh, the quick slap put off the ding, as that's going to get turned around by Alien and sent through.
And here come the stacks chasing it into the blue bubble. It's Derpy Boy who is able to recover it. He's going to send it across to Anubis. Anubis is going to send it all the way across through mid, all the way into the BlackJack zone. It looks like it's going to be Rip Red who's able to recover it, sends it right back to Joyo. Joyo is going to dance around by that tunnel, and it's going to be finally picked up by Alien. Alien gets stunned out, and it's recovered by Anubis for Overkill, who sends it back. But wait, no, Salty Raccoon is there, sends it right back, and Alien has the disc once again. It's passed over to Rip Red to Alien.
Oh!
And what a beautiful save! And it's back out of the bubble, but it's Salty Raccoon over to Rip Red, over to Joyo. And they're stunned out. It's grabbed. They try to clear it off the shield, but no, it's going in. They are on the board.
They certainly are, and Lethal Hobo dragging that one through the net, but I mean, it just looked inevitable at that point. Unrelenting offense from the side of BlackJack, certainly finding it, but 4 points up, and with the joust advantage, Overkill are looking for some more as they move on through Anubis under pressure. Dodges one, finds the high pass to Robbins. Robbins finding the cross. Lethal over now off to the side to Derpy. Derpy back to the ceiling under pressure. Looks for the deep cross pass. Unfortunately, that's going to just be a turnover as now Rip Red has this disc. Quick reset to Salty. Salty not able to find the clear, so it's going to get picked up by Derpy. Derpy one more reset back to Anubis. Anubis slowing this play down. Now waiting. High pass to Robbins. Robbins juking on through. Nope, immediate pass options, waiting for a cut. So instead, we'll go for the reset. Back to Anubis under pressure. Back over. Somehow picked up by Robbins and sent over to Derpy. What a play. The cut is good, but the pass will not connect as Robbins now loses the hand, and that will get turned over by Joyo.
And Joyo is going to send it over. It looks like it was to Rip Red, who was not able to catch it, but Salty Raccoon is able to grab that disc. And through the tunnels they're going to go, but it's Rip Red who gets stunned out, and the disc is grabbed by, it looks like Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy sends that back across. into the orange side and over to the bubble. It's Robbins who has it. Robbins takes a little fake on that throw, finally resets it back to Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy sends it forward over to Anubis. Anubis is going to, once again, little fake throws there, kind of gets everyone's attention. Looks like this comes free. It's Derpy Boy who is able to recover it, and it's reset back to Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo sends it up and over to Robbins. Robbins behind that goal, sends it over to Anubis, who puts it in, bringing their lead once again to 6.
Yeah, a strong showing from them as Overkill 6 points up, 6 minutes in this second round, and potentially final round of this game. As now we are in possession. It's BlackJack finding high cross, high relay, mid relay. There is a goaltender back, but that pass will be a one-on-one, diving in, backboard shot. What a play! BlackJack quickly find 2.
Wow, what a pretty backboard shot. And you know, you just know that goaltender was just, I should have had that. But that's unfortunate. You know what? They're only down by 4 now. So you know what? Every team wants to come back. Every team wants to win. It's Overkill on that offensive joust. Anubis sends it down and over into that left tunnel. It's going to be floating free. Oops, excuse me, the right tunnel. It's going to be floating free over to Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy sends it up to Robbins. Robbins into the goal for 3 points, bringing their score up to 11 and their lead to 8.
Yeah, a really strong showing from the side of Overkill to responding kind from the BlackJack's quick goal. But hey, BlackJack's looking for another. They're looking for some momentum here, and they want to build on something. Well, what is that something? Some points, hopefully, as that's going to be not quite cleared through mid. Are they going to get a hand on it? They had an opportunity to, but expecting Overkill to read the disc, they eventually will get a hand. Overkill will, as that bounces deep into the bubble, almost in, but they have another opportunity to shoot, but not score because the stun will lose the hands on the disc. And now Alien will have it. Looks for the left side tunnel, bouncing around off the wall, all the way low. But who is there? Well, it's going to be not Joyo, but Rip Red. Rip Red is Salty. Salty looking for a cut back. One more cut back, but one too many, as that's going to bounce high and wide. Picked up by Alien. Alien back up to Salty. Salty Raccoon diving in the cut. The dive. The save. Oh my, Derpy Boy looking for that clear and is going to get it, as that's going to get picked up right back by Salty Raccoon, who sends it where it came from. Just an absolute back and forth game right now with just about 2 minutes remaining.
And Derpy Boy sends it into the mid. It's recovered by Robbins. Robbins is going to send it to the goal for a beautiful, long three-point shot. Wow, they're up by 10 already. And there is only a little under 2 minutes left. Wow, you just can't give up the disc that easily. That's not at this level.
No, you certainly can't, but I mean, Overkill are not done yet. They want more. They find the stun. Do they find the disc? Yes. Do they find the mail? Do they find the pass deep? Well, they're just going to slow down this play, and they're very, very, very smart, too, as they find the cut across now over to Derpy. Derpy, the far side, Anubis. Anubis up to Robbins. Robbins diving in and gets 2 more on their side of the board. 16-4 with 1 minute remaining.
Wow, and with that 12-point lead, we're going to see another BlackJack offensive advantage here. You know, I'm not sure if they have enough time. I don't think they do, but you know what? They've got to keep playing because this is not their last game today, or this last game. They can still make the Challenger Cup, I believe, if they have the momentum and they take that momentum into their next game. It's going to be Overkill who sends it into the orange bubble, but it bounces right back out. Anubis has the disc, is going to walk it forward slowly, pass it back to Derpy Boy. Derpy Boy's going to take a look at some options there, do a little dodging. Not enough, though, but wait, it is still recovered by Anubis. Anubis passes it up to Lethal Hobo. Lethal Hobo, once again, taking a look at options and just slowing it down, taking their time, killing the clock, because you know what? At this level and with this score, that's exactly what you do. It's Derpy Boy over 2. It looks like it was Robbins who makes the 2 points, putting the nail in the coffin.
Oh, most certainly. A good game from Overkill and a good game from BlackJack, who will just end here in 2 rounds, just like that. But oh man, what a turnaround from Overkill round 1, only being 13-10 round 2, 18-4. So a very, very, very strong second round, but also a very strong second round from Robins as well. 14 points to their name. Every single player on Overkill has scored and assisted, with Robins having 4 assists. That's crazy. So huge, huge, huge congratulations to Overkill. But man, that was an absolute fun match to watch.
Absolutely was. You know, I'm looking at the team stats, looking at the possession. Overkill possessed the discs for almost 2 minutes more than BlackJack in this game. They took so many more shots. They earned this win. But you know what? Congratulations to Overkill. You also have another game tonight or this week, so I wish you all the luck. And BlackJack, good luck in your next game. I do hope to see you again in the Challenger Cup.
Yeah, it certainly will be a good time. Make sure you do tune in to Challenger Cup next weekend. It is going to be incredible. And then, of course, the finals are the weekend thereafter, the 12th and the 13th of November. But don't go away. Coming up next is Dissonance against L. See you soon.
Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Spark Links, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Spark Link, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match to do this.
welcome back for this next match. I should have prepped the ping, but I'm doing it now. It is Dissonance against L, and I am Luke, the one you see, and hey, still next to me is Pinchner with the co-commentary and Wonder Team Man on the cams. My dude, how's it going?
It is going very well, and I'm excited for this match. Dissonance is rated 44th. They are 14-8, and earlier this week they lost to another team, Fizzy. L, meanwhile, is only 2 slots behind, rated at 46th. They're 4-1, so they just recently formed, and 2 nights ago they also lost. They lost to Drowned. I expect 2 teams who want to make a statement coming out at the end of the season saying, hey, we want to win. So we're going to take it on the start on the neutral joust.
We certainly are, and they certainly do. Of course, this is the last match of the season for both these teams. And my, oh my, they want it to be them finding that W. Not the L, but it's going to be L having this disc. Now IQ slowing it down, finding the pass deep to Caroline. Caroline, the cut, the shot, the save. No, it's going to go in. 2 points on the board for Drift.
Oh, that disc was grabbed. I don't know how it got in, but it certainly looked grabbed to me. But no, it's a slam dunk for Drift. So F does put L on the board, and we're going to see an offensive joust by Dissonance. And out of the tubes they come. It's going to be the disc by Bamboo Panda, who's going to send it over to the left, but it is not caught. It's a free-floating disc. It looks like the stacks for L are there. It's IQ. IQ is going to look around, try to do a little dodging. Passes it right into the geometry, but Arrow Knight is able to grab the disc, bounces it off the shield, and back it's recovered by Flaky. Flaky is not flaky at all and sends it all the way into the Dissonance zone. And we're going to have another race to the disc. It's grabbed by Caroline Rose. It's going to be, oh, maybe not. It's stolen. It's now back into the blue bubble, but Flaky is there too with their stack partner. No, it's Arrow Knight who sends it into the goal for a 3-pointer, putting Dissonance on the board and taking a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Dissonance doing a great job clapping back with some points on their side of the board. And of course, I got a chance to talk to Dissonance before this match, and they were saying they're really excited about finishing off the 6th season strong. They came together as a team literally a day before the season started, and they have worked hard to build chemistry and reach the diamond ranks. They want to finish off the season strong and leave it all out on the arena tonight. So let's see if they do, but it's going to be L coming through, finding 4 on the board. They're up by 1.
Yeah, that disc drifted right in by Drift. They are up by 1. Everything looked good there. Nice clean passes, slow entry into the bubble, and right into the goal. So we're going to see another Dissonance offensive joust. The disc is grabbed by Bamboo Panda, sends it over into the left. It's grabbed by Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight's going to avoid that defensive stack and send it, but it's picked off by Flaky, who sends it into the orange bubble, but not in the goal. Caroline Rose is able to grab the disc, but no, stunned out, grabbed by Bamboo Panda and sent out. But no, the geometry's in the way. It's back and forth. It's floating back toward the bubble, and we have a little race for the disc. It's Caroline Rose, gets stunned out, grabbed by Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight's going to walk it up and through that tunnel, and all the way across it goes. It's the stacks there. It's Caroline Rose walking in, trying to avoid those stacks, sends it in, but saved by Drift and sent all the way back out. It looks like Arrow Knight's back there, but is not able to grab the disc. It's Drift who's going to send it into the shield. It's going to bounce back. Probably looking for that mail slot. Didn't work out. Over to Flaky. Flaky to IQ. And IQ over to Caroline Rose behind the goal and in from the front, bringing their lead to 6.
Yeah, wow. I mean, a very back and forth match early on here in this first round. Only 3.5 minutes in, and 9 points on the board. So certainly lots of points scored. But I mean, Caroline Rose, Drift, Arrow Knight, everyone's putting in the work. As, well, they're looking for their second 3 of this game. Bamboo Panda, though, is going to get that pass read by IQ. IQ now with the disc. Long 3, a little bit too high. Do they get the read? Yes, but the steal! Zori 4, oh my goodness. As that's going to bounce down low. Now picked up here by IQ. IQ juking around, trying to find some pass opportunities, but instead will just find some space, which is all they needed. 2 players caught behind. They have numbers advantage, 2-on-1, and that is going to get done by Drift. 8-3, up by 5 now, L.
Oh, that goal, that was almost a tease, the way it was just danced around the bottom of that pocket and then just gently put in. You know, as somebody who tries to play goal, that's just cruel. And it's going to be an offensive joust. Bamboo Panda's going to float it forward, send it over to the left, over to Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight sends it back to Zori, who sends it forward, but the geometry's in the way, and the stacks for L are there. But wait, Zori is able to steal it and sends it forward again. The stacks are coming. It's a race for the disc. It's going to be finally grabbed by Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight's going to walk it forward, try to get past that defender, but not quite. IQ is able to recover it, but wait, Arrow Knight has it once again, passes it over to Coaster Master. Coaster Master is going to send it in for 2 points, shrinking their deficit to only 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do. Coaster Master putting in the work. As a 3-point game, 5 minutes left, still well within reach for Dissonance, and of course L wanting to extend that lead. But let's see what they do here with the just advantage now. IQ over to Caroline. Caroline, long, clear, bouncing free. Who's there? Well, it's Coaster Master. Finding that long, clear right into the hands of IQ, who will lovingly pick it up and send it over to his teammate in blue, but bouncing down low now. Picked up here by whom? Well, Caroline. Caroline, she's going to get stunned out as that's going to get sent all the way downfield. Now bouncing into the hands of Bamboo Panda. Finds the 3 and buys the tie game. Oh, my goodness.
What an amazing 17-meter throw right into the goal, tying up the game. Absolutely, both teams. Wow. You can't say anything other than wow. So we're going to see an offensive joust by L, but they don't get out of that tunnel quite right. It looks like it's IQ's going to sit there on the nest, let their team get into position. The defensive joust or the defensive stack was not pressing, but it looks like Caroline gets stunned out. It's Coaster Master with the disc over to Arrow Knight, who's going to send it a little too low for that 3-pointer, and it bounces right out of the bubble. Fortunately, IQ, oh no, it's stunning time, and IQ does actually get the disc and is going to juke around that wall there. It's going to be sent all the way toward the ding ring, and Arrow Knight is able to clear it most of the way out. It is picked up by Coaster Master, who's going to send it the rest of the way and into the goal from the tunnel for a beautiful half-court shot, giving Dissonance the lead for the first time this round.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you love to see with these Diamond teams. You know, both teams just taking absolutely beautiful half courts. One bounces off the ding ring, bounces all the way back. Coaster finds the half court the other side of the arena, getting points for their squad. Now 11-8. Dissonance in the lead, but L, plenty of room to go. Finding that deep pass, now connecting to Caroline. She's looking for the cut. She gets it, and Flaky scores the 2. 1 point behind now, 11-10.
Yeah, those 3-pointers, you got to watch them because you try to match it with those 2-point goals, and they just don't quite match up. So we're going to have a Dissonance joust advantage, and they're still ahead by 1 point now. Out of the tubes, they will come. The disc is going to be grabbed by Bamboo Panda, who's going to take their time on that little nest geometry there, pass it over to the left, but it is not caught. It's a free-floating disc. It's grabbed by Caroline Rose. Caroline Rose is going to pass it forward over to, I'm not sure who that was, but they didn't catch it. IQ is able to recover the disc. IQ is going to dance around over in that post area, little tease, and slams it in for 2 points. Now they've taken the lead by 1.
Wow, I mean, this is an absolute burner of a match. 12-11. 2 minutes remaining. I mean, oh my goodness. It is just doing work, both these teams. But 1v52, one of these teams is going to have to remain victorious in this round 1. Pass across is not going to connect over to Coaster Master. Second time will do the charm. Coaster Master long 3 denied by Caroline on the back line. Maybe looking for the pass over to Flaky. Going to be a long clear. Instead, it's going to get stolen. IQ is going to steal it back off the head of Flaky, though. Uh-oh. Who's there to pick it up? It's going to be Arrow Knight. Jukes around, tries to find the right angle. There is a goaltender back, so he's going to bounce it off the floor. Do they get the read? Yes. He's going to Zori for looking for the cut across. The floor pass is open, but so is the reset, and they're going to elect to slow this play way down as they're 1 point behind in the last minute.
And it is Coaster Master walking that disc forward. They're down by 1, but they have up plenty of time. But Coaster Master is stunned out. It's going to be a free floating disc. It's Bamboo Panda who's able to grab it, sends it across. It's finally recovered by Coaster Master, who's going to send it to the backboard where Arrow Knight puts it in for another 2 points, taking the lead. We have less than a minute left.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that was some patient play and maybe some fortunate bounces going their way as well for Dissonance as L finds themselves 2-point behind now. Dissonance needs to hold off for 35 seconds. They need to hold off or they need to score some points. They're going to go for a quick play. It's going to have one player caught back, but they're going to get the clear ball right into the hands of IQ though. 25 seconds up. It's a quick 3, the bounce shot, and that's good. Oh, you hate to see it. But L will take the lead, and there will be 2 seconds to score. If they can score in 2 seconds, Dissonance deserves OT, but it probably will be a 3 because this will need to be a headbutt of the century, and that's going to come through. It's not good, so there we go. GG's. L takes round 1 just like that in some sort of style. But man, what a game so far, Pinch Nerve.
Oh my God, that last second 3-pointer. Oh God. You have to imagine what it would have been like to be on the Dissonance side and watching that happen. You had the game in hand, and then that 3-pointer just rips it away. That has got to be the most painful feeling. But you know what? They're going to come back. They're going to come back, and they're going to make it known that they want to win. And if we're really lucky, we're going to get those 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it would be incredible to see this go the distance. Of course, when I was talking to Flaky on the side of L before this match, they were saying that they feel pretty good, that, you know, their team's excited for their second casted match. So they're excited to try to win this one. And, well, they certainly tried hard. Flaky also said, yo, Swag, if I miss in Bubble, y'all owe me $10. So, Swag, I don't know if there's a deal going on between you two, but Flaky's been absolutely crushing in that Bubble. Had a beautiful goal earlier in Bubble. And, well, Dissonance finds herself 1 round and 1 point behind before it all went so wrong. But will round 2, they come back strong. They need to. Again, last match, Season 6 for both these teams. Neutral Joust. Let's see what happens.
And on the neutral joust, it is going to be L's disc. L is going to walk that forward. We're waiting for the team to come up forward, but no, it was an ender, but the disc goes forward. But it's sent right back through that right tunnel, and it's going to be, why does my map keep disappearing? It's going to be grabbed by Zori. Zori's going to send it forward over to Flaky. Flaky's able to grab that, send it right back through their left tunnel, but it's picked off by Bamboo Panda. Looks like IQ is able to steal it, sends it into the bubble. It's going to be free floating disc. It's sent out by, I believe that was Caroline Rose. Caroline Rose sends it all the way back into the blue bubble behind the goal. It is grabbed by Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight gets stunned out. It's going to be, it is Arrow Knight from behind the goal for 2 points to start this round.
Yeah, I mean, that is a strong showing from them. And, oh my goodness, Kudakai, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you protecting our voices through and through. So that we can be all the hype here tonight, because this is just match 2. We still have 1 more after this, and this very well may go the distance. Dissonance picking this one up on their side, quickly slapped through by Arrow Knight, but slapped right into the hands of IQ. IQ over to Flaky, and Flaky does not hit those, but that was not in Bubble, so I guess, Swag, you don't owe him $10. But it is going to be sent down through the tunnel. Nice and low.
It's going to be picked up by Drift. Drift is going to send it right back. It does not get picked up by the stack. It's going to be a free float. A lot of people floating by. It is Zori who's able to pick it up, sends it across to Coaster Master. Coaster Master sends it into the blue bubble, bouncing on the floor, but it is not in the goal. It is Arrow Knight who's there, sends it straight down to Coaster Master. Coaster Master over that shield area gets stunned out, but Bamboo Panda is able to recover it, sends it right back to Coaster Master, who puts it in the goal for 2 points. Bringing their lead to 4.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely great job from Dissonance here, putting on the points. But it's still early days. It is still early days for these teams. And of course, they want to climb their way up the ladder. They want to reach the likes of Overkill and BlackJack, like we saw, Sane Wolves, where we're going to see other people later on stream. So it's absolutely incredible to see these Diamond teams work their way up. And of course, if L is able to find this W, they will find themselves in Diamond at the end of the season, literally last match. But it's going to be bouncing low, now picked up here by Coaster Master. Coaster Master slowing it down, diving in, diving two, but the save, do they get it? No! It's going to be sent back by Drift, but they forget the disc, as that now is going to be bouncing around, and, well, get picked up here by Caroline, who is going to send it down into the hands, well, no one, but their team will pick it up, and maybe not, as this disc is still free.
And it is finally picked up by Coaster Master, stealing it from IQ over to Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight's going to send it into the blue bubble, but the L team is there and does grab the disc, and it's Drift sending it all the way out through the left tunnel, bouncing around. It's in that trench area now. It's floating up. We have L there. They're chasing the disc. Everyone for Dissonance is there, and Zori is able to grab the disc and sends it right back out. But wait, no. Drift is there, grabs the clear, and sends it right back in over to Caroline Rose. Caroline Rose is not able to maintain control. It's Bamboo Panda who sends it right back out of the bubble. It's grabbed by IQ once again. And a little jumping and stunning, and who has the disc? I don't know, but it's now Drift. Drift is going to pass it over to Flaky. Flaky's going to walk it across behind the bubble. Oh, but a beautiful save by Coaster Master. And once again, we have a free-floating disc. It's Caroline Rose. No, it's Arrow Knight. It's out of the bubble, and there they come to chase it. It's Coaster Master to send it all the way out through their right tunnel into the blue bubble and right back out. But here come the stacks. It's Drift who sends it right back where it came from, over to IQ, over across to Flaky. Flaky's going to walk it forward, wait for their teammates to get up there and in position, walking along that wall area over to IQ. IQ up, but it's not caught. It's a free floater. Arrow Knight is able to grab the disc and sends it all the way across through their right tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, what an absolute quick and perhaps stressful play there from the side of L, but they are not they're not affected in any way. They are not, stressed out right now. They're down by 4, 5 minutes on the board, plenty of time to score, as this is going to get bounced right back into the bubble and right back into the net. Caroline finds it and finds the first 2 points for L.
That's right, 2 points for L, and they're only 2 points behind at this point. So we're going to see the first Dissonance offensive joust of the round. And out of the tubes they will come. It's going to be grabbed by Bamboo Panda. Bamboo Panda is going to take their time. Once again, try to draw out that stack. Sends the disc over to Arrow Knight. Arrow Knight's going to walk it forward through that right tunnel. Lots of stunning, but no, the disc is cleared out. Caroline, but it's picked off by Drift. Drift is going to dance around, send it straight back over to their stack, and IQ bounces off the geometry, but that's okay. IQ still has the disc and avoids getting stunned out. It's going to be, it's our free-floating disc. It's going to be picked up by Bamboo Panda. Bamboo Panda is going to walk it a little forward there. Looks like they're not even trying to draw the stack, just send it across. It's over to Coaster Master. Coaster Master passes it up. It's picked up by Zori. Zori's going to dance around and pass it up over to Coaster Master. A lot of juking around, but not enough. They get stunned out. It's in the hands of Drift, who sends it across, but picked off by Bamboo Panda. Bamboo Panda to Coaster Master in the goal for 2 points to regain their 4-point advantage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Dissonance needed to do here in this match. Regain that advantage. Again, this is round 2 for them. They did not win round 1. I was just thinking to myself, oh yeah, Dissonance round 1. No. L came back in the final seconds and snuck a tough couple in there. Certainly well worth it. But my oh my. So Dissonance has everything on the line here for this last match of Season 6. But again, I mean, if L wins, they get Diamond. And Dissonance, they're already Diamond. They don't really have anything to prove besides a nice little W to themselves. But L is looking to bring exactly that to Dissonance. Moving on in, open 3, ding, ding, ding. That's not going to happen, unfortunately, for them, as that would have been a big points getter. But points are points are points, and, well, if they don't have any, it's not going to come through as that bounces around. But it will not get picked up here immediately by this blue squad. L Now picking it up, Drift to the back wall, bouncing around, but again, just a constant sort of pressure, and that will inevitably find 2 in the back of the net for L.
Oh, wow. And they're only down by 2 now. They are playing incredibly well. Both teams absolutely want to win this game, and they are going at it. We're now going to see another offensive joust by Dissonance, and out of the tubes they come. It is Bamboo Panda passing it over to the left to Zori. Zori's going to send it all the way across to Coaster Master, who sends it towards the goal. Oh, but no, it's off the ding ring, and Drift is able to send it all the way out. It's a free floating disc. Who's going to grab it? Well, we're going to get some stuns. It's going to be Drift who sends it across to IQ, and their stack is already in the bubble, and it doesn't matter because it's going in for 3.
Man, we saw Coaster Master doing the exact same play to L last round. They missed the long 3, L did, and it got passed upfield to Coaster, who hit the nice, beautiful long 3. And now Coaster missed the long 3 off the ding ring, and unfortunately for Dissonance, L came back and scored it beautifully, making it 7-6. They're in the lead, and they're looking to add on to their total, and that's an open 3, and they will hit those. 9-6. They take 2, but points are points are points are points. With a 3-point lead, L has 90 seconds remaining.
That's right. They're up by 3. There's not a whole lot of time left. And again, it's only 1 score. It's only 3 points. 1 shot in the goal, 1 goal, 3 points, and it's all tied up. On the joust advantage, it's going to be Bamboo Panda, who's going to send it across to the left. There's nobody there to catch it, and it's going to bounce free. It's recovered by Flaky, who sends it back into the dissonance zone. It's floating in the bubble. There's nobody there except for L, who puts it in. Flaky with 2 points, extending their lead to 5.
Yeah, and that's a big, big, big ask right now for Dissonance, but there is still plenty of time. I mean, we were saying the same thing about Dissonance in round 1, and L snuck in there to find another goal or 2 here, but Dissonance now need to put on the pressure. They need to go for the big risk. That's an open 3. That's a shot, and that is bottom pocket. That is exactly what they needed. This is a 2-point game.
Oh, Air Knight, what a beautiful, beautiful shot. Half court from the tunnel. Wow. Can you teach me how to do that, by the way? We're going to see a joust advantage by L. There's not a lot of time left. Dissonance needs to get this disc back and get it in the goal.
No way!
They almost got it, but L was able to grab it. They just have to kill the clock here. They're going to send it across through that left. It's a free-floating disc. It's in, and that will end the game with that beautiful 3-point shot by Flaky.
Man, I mean, it was so close, but of course, Dissonance had to go full speed ahead because they didn't need to defend the net. Either they scored or they died. They didn't actually die, or they lost. And they lost, unfortunately, in 2 rounds. Big sads, but big glads on the side of Flaky. 10 points to their name. IQ with 5, Drift with 8, Caroline with 6. Assists for everyone for days. Except for Zori Shore. Much love to you, Zori. But oh my goodness, I mean, what an absolute barn burner of a match. And yes, that was only 2 rounds, but it felt like so much more, did it not?
Oh, wow, it did. And you know what's really amazing? We're not even watching the only VRML matches that are happening right now because we're in Fall Fest. This weekend, Onward and Pavlov are continuing their respective postseasons. So, be sure to subscribe to VR Master League or Pavlov_VRML on Twitch to tune in. Oh, and also, this is the last week of Season 6. The moderators would like to remind everybody that there are no more postponements this week. So be sure to finish all your games by Sunday. But then we get to look forward to the Cycle 3 Challenger Cup in North America on November 6th and 5th. And I got that backward. But you know what? It's less than 2 weeks away.
Yes, it's next weekend, the 5th and 6th. Challenger Cup is going to be so hype. And of course, the weekend thereafter, the 12th and 13th of finals will be absolutely amazing to watch. Who will win? How far will these teams go? And, we'll know here in just a couple weeks now. But we have just another match for you. Dissonance and L, GG's to UL. Congratulations on making it to Diamond on literally your last match of the season. But Coming up next here in just about 5 minutes is Doomsday against Fire Truck. Wee woo! Who has a fire? They do. Don't go away.
Disco disc there, but it will be picked up here by Exotic Reality. On the side of GRV2, go for a backboard pass and the backboard shot. Reality check with the goal.
This match has been insanely like even. It took them another 3 minutes just to score that point, and there they are with finally GR getting up there, up by 2. It's still very bouncy.
Yeah, still very bouncy indeed. Looks like it will be picked up by Astro Samurai, who does clear or try and clear it, but I think it took a weird bounce. Picked up by Dunzo now, looking for some passes. Does find Astro Samurai. There, much clear. Yes,
It's clear.
did get it out. It does go down and taking a bounce off the board, the board, the post, something.
Whoa, that was quite the steal by Dunzo there. But it is back into Trench over here on Orange's side. Picked up by Kalsona though. Winkle trying to get that, but he's just a little off from it. Does manage to get it though, and it's gonna be floating around. Reality check's actually right there. I'm a little blind. He's trying to pull out those stacks, and he does manage.
I thought that was a shot.
That was what?
I thought that was a shot. It just bounced off the Geo though.
Yeah, Exotic trying to get that pass over to Reality, but he doesn't quite get it. And oh my gosh! This
Going to round 3!
Going to round 3!
Wow.
Yeah, this has been such a match, yeah. This has been great to watch. Yeah, Winkle has 9 points there, and Doom did manage to get another, but out of nowhere, Reality Check has come up and gotten 10 points here.
What the?
Where did that come from? He had like 2 at the beginning of the first round.
Because he scored all the points this round.
I guess, wow. Yeah, the Realities assist each other a lot too.
Yeah.
This has been this is a good match.
Close.
This is a good match, yeah.
Yeah, gold team. Got it. H22 in our ears, telling us about the next match. We will be a little late to it, but it's fine. If they want to wait, they can. If they want to start, they also can. But we'll just join in mid-round. But yeah, it does look like a great match. I would rank these teams high mid-plat the way they're playing right now, because it's pretty good. They're playing.
Okay, I just want to say, Kelsona's saves have been absolutely amazing
Oh yeah,
this game.
they've been insane.
They've been saving like everything coming up.
6 saves.
6 saves, yeah. But GRV2 still has pretty even saves there.
Starting in.
Yes. And with possession is still really even, a little more to GR. But this has been a really close match so far. As we get into round 3 now, we're gonna launch, and it looks like it's gonna be a headbutt by Dunzo. Dunzo alone there, and oh my gosh, the ding, it was just off a little. Sergeant Winkle trying to get that slap out now. Jumbles. Getting that pass. Oh no, there's a person there. Manages to clear it into blue side, and Sergeant Winkle's there trying to go for that shot, but it's just a little low. As it's picked up by Reality Check.
Yeah, we'll be picked up by Reality Check. And Dunzo gonna go for the clear. Does go all the way down now. And H22 crunching something in our ears.
Thank you.
God.
You apologize.
You apologize? Yeah, you better. Picked up here by Reality Check. Up in the trap, going for a nice pass over to Dunzo 20. Dunzo gonna go for a pass over to Exotic Reality. Not to be confused with Reality Check. They are different people. But it does go low. And looks like it will be picked up by Black Mist, who clears that one down.
Ow, you hit my head.
Sorry.
Anyways, it's chase for disc here, and it's gonna be picked up by Reality Check, and everyone else kind of misses him. As he, oh my gosh, Sergeant Winkle, he gets the steal.
He's a sergeant.
He's a sergeant. Yeah, looks like Exotic Reality is gonna get that disc, and little bounces, gets that right away from Calzona, but another weird bounce gets it right into Astro's hands. Winkle again with the disc here, trying to go for those passes, maybe going for a little pass over to Calzona, and it is gonna be a little high there. Yeah, so Reality Check's gonna get that. But Samurai has the disc now.
And welcome back for the last match of the night. It is a fact. It is Fire Truck against Doomsday. Oh my goodness, this is going to be an absolute barn burner, and Fire Truck will be there to see you through. But oh my goodness, these two teams are top diamond, also fighting to be in that Challenger Cup that we keep on talking about next week on the 5th and 6th of November. It's going to be a blast. I'm the one you see, Luke, that is, and hey, next to me is Pinched Nerve on this cast, as we have Wonder T-Man on the cams. But my goodness, we've seen some incredible Echo Arena tonight, Pinched, and well, we have one more match, don't we?
Oh, we certainly do. And these teams, they're ranked 3rd and 4th on the ladder. These are very near the top of the ladder. This is going to be an amazing match. For Fire Truck, we have Ashton, Graham Cracker, Soma, and Light. For Doomsday, we have James, Shorty, Baby True, and a 500 gigabyte SD card.
Oh, you know, you gotta download those plays, download those moves. And, well, I don't know if 500 gigabytes is enough. We shall see as these players do come through. Make sure you do get your prediction votes in, as there's another 30 seconds or so, certainly. Fire Truck is definitely favored here. Let's see how that will turn out. But Neutral Joust, round 1 of 2 of 3. Let's see as the players fly through, and wee woo, it will not be Fire Truck, it will be Doomsday coming through, as now they find the hands of Blue. James passes that to 500 gigabytes. Gigabytes not quite finding it. Now it is going to be Soma. Looking for an option, gets stunned out. Gonna get picked up here by Doomsday. Doomsday finding the pass across to Baby True. Baby True, one more pass back, but one too many, unfortunately, because Light is gonna be able to send that one to mid, and their teammate themselves are gonna send that one all the way down and into the hands of Doomsday.
And it is picked up by 500 in the blue bubble and cleared out over to Baby True. Baby True is going to walk along that floor, pass it up and over to 500, who backs up and resets it over to James. James is going to take their time there, look for some options, maybe try to draw out that Fire Truck stack. Is going to pass it over to 500. 500 is going to walk it forward and send it down into the trench area to Baby True. Baby True is going to walk it forward, once again trying to draw out those defenders there, and passes it up and across to James. James up in that roof area, that ceiling area, is going to walk it up while inverted, do a little dodging, and send it across to Baby True. These teams are very much taking their time with this disc and not rushing it. It was a free-floating disc, but 500 was able to grab it over to Baby True. Baby True into the bubble and takes a shot, but no, it's too high. It's cleared out by Fire Truck through that right tunnel. It's going to bounce free. We have 2 players chasing it. It's recovered by Baby True, who is going to back up and take some option and sends it across, but it's picked off by Light, who sends it across, bounces off the shield. Light tries again, but it's too low. It's a free-floating disc. It's slapped back toward the bubble. It's recovered by Graham Cracker. Graham Cracker is going to reset it back to Light. Light's going to send it straight down to Ashton. Ashton's going to take a look at some options and sends it right back to Light. Light's going to walk it forward up to that shield area, looking for that goal. Sends it in for the first 2 points of the game, and Fire Truck is on the board.
Wee woo, Light will come through for the Fire Truck. And, well, I thought Fire Trucks put the Light out because they didn't want to quench the flames. Whatever, don't think about it too hard. But there we go. Only took over 2 minutes to get that goal going as Lilith Dash. Wee woo, I love it. I absolutely love it. But I'm going to try to stop saying wee woo as much because I felt like I'm saying it too much. But Baby True will slow this game way down for Doomsday. Doomsday. Take SD card. SD card too slow. Or maybe light is too quick, as they are going to find that clear all the way down the left side of the arena. Now bouncing high, the stack will get there. No leech, open 3. Do they hit those? Of course they do.
Oh.
Certainly, Graham Cracker will melt the marshmallow and find the 3-5-0.
I'm sorry. Melt the marshmallow. There you go. And that brings Fire Truck up by 5. Doomsday has not scored yet, but maybe now they have the offensive joust, and out of the tubes, it's Baby True sending it over to the right, bouncing it off the wall, and picked off by Light, and Light's going to send it down across, but no, Baby True's there, but wait, Soma's able to grab it, and dings it off the ring, but that's okay. Grab the disc, sends it back in, extending the lead to 7 very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly indeed, as that is certainly a game. I mean, Fire Truck is looking insane right now, but you know, plenty of time, as SD card overs to James. James now diving into Shorty. Shorty under pressure finds the shot, but does not find the goal, as Soma will find that one across. Now back to James. James try again. The goalie is out, and the goal is in. 2 on the board. Doomsday is here. They scored.
Very nice shot by Baby True. Now they're only behind by 5, but we're going to see a offensive joust by Fire Truck. We have not seen that yet. So, you know what? I look forward to seeing their joust, their rollout strategy here. It's going to be Ashton. Ashton's going to kind of dodge over there to the right, but sends the disc to the left over to Graham Cracker. Graham Cracker sends it out, but it bounces around the tunnel area and recovered by James. James is going to walk it back. It looks like they have no one but Geometry to send the disc to, and it's going to be a floater. It's slapped out by Fire Truck, but picked off by 500 Gigabyte, who bounces it off the wall, but Graham Cracker has it. Oh, maybe not. It's finally in Shorty's hands, who sends it to the goal, but no, it's saved by Graham Cracker over to Ashton and out of the bubble. It's going to be picked up by 500 Gigabyte over to Baby True. Baby True's going to sit back a little bit and slow things down a little bit more, passes it over to 500 Gig. 500 Gig's going to bounce the Geometry into Shorty. Shorty on the floor there looking for options and is going to take their time into the goal for 2 points, shrinking Fire Truck's lead to only 3.
Yeah, a really great job from Doomsday, keeping their composure. And this is exactly why these teams are fighting for seeding and in positions there in the Challenger Cup, because they are absolutely masterful. They are disciplined. They just play their game regardless of the score, and Fire Truck will do the same. Unfortunately, missing that long 3 opportunity there, as that is going to get sent right back now into the bubble, cutting a high, cutting across, but somehow saved, but not quite through just yet. Pass it across, and they try again, and yes, they do. They win. They score as they find 2 more here. 9-4, 5 points up. Fire Truck.
Wow. You know, it's tough. You get those saves, and it just keeps coming at you. You can't stop it forever, especially when you have people stunning you out there. So we're going to see an offensive joust by Doomsday, and it's Baby True over to the left. It's picked up by 500 Gig, who sends it further along and passes it over to Shorty. Shorty is in the bubble on that post there. Send it across, but it's not in. It's grabbed by Ashton, who sends it all the way back out of the bubble, out of the zone, and here come the stacks. It's grabbed by Light toward the, oh no, it's grabbed by James. It's going to be cleared out. What a great save. But wait, no, Ashton is there, is going to bring it right back in, looking behind, looking for options, going to float across, and it's not in. It's back out of the bubble, but wait, Light is there. No, it's Shorty, and Shorty sends it out. Oh, wait, Soma's there, sends it right back in. It's Graham Cracker to Ashton, and in their goal, extending their lead to 9. No, not 9. I can't do math.
It's okay. 7? Another time. But 7 is the magic number right now for Fire Truck, as they certainly are coming through Alardo saying, "We woo." And of course, good sir, Wee woo. That is exactly what Ashton told me in that DM when I was asking him how he was feeling coming into this matchup. So there's your quote from him, and there's your quote in chat. All the fire truck squads say wee woo as that will bounce back into the net of blue with Graham Cracker coming through. 13 to 4. Oh my.
And I can finally say 9 now, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have another offensive joust by Doomsday. You know, they need to have better control over this disc. They got to get it in that goal. They have only 2 minutes remaining. It is grabbed by Baby True, passed over to 500 Gig. 500 Gig is going to dance around and send it down, but it's picked off by Light and sent right back. Nobody's there yet, but here come the stacks. It is Ashton's going to bring it down and slam it into the goal, extending their lead to now 11.
Now to 11, and well, they are absolutely on fire as they just keep on pouring on the points here. But with a minute 38, there may not be time to come back, but there is time to score many points more. And, well, who is going to score more points is really the million-dollar question. As now that is going to get sent across now to James. James moving on up, looks for an opportunity to find the back of the net. Sees the low pass option. Elects to go for a reset now, connecting to Baby True. True back to James. James patiently waiting in the bubble. Collapsing. Space has been given, and space has been taken away. That's going to be saved, but picked right back up by SD. SD over to James. James, one more cut, and it's going to be another save, certainly. Soma is insane, as that's going to get cleared through, and that's the plays that Fire Truck needed to do, and those are the plays where Doomsday needed to come through and find a 2, because, my goodness, that's a massive amount of momentum as Fire Truck looks to score 2 more in the back of the net, but 40 seconds now. They will pick it up, but still just a reset.
And it's going to be Graham Cracker who's going to bounce it across over to Light, but it's grabbed by 500 Gig and sent back into the fire truck zone. Shorty has the disc and is going to walk into that bubble. They're almost out of time, and oh, it's not in, and it's cleared out by Ashton. But wait, 500 Gig is there and is going to bring it back forward up to that nest area. Pass over to Shorty. Shorty's going to dip down below, try to send it in, but no, it's off the ding ring. We're 13 seconds left. It's going to be grabbed by 500 Gig, sent over to James. James on the backboard. It's not in. It's out of the bubble. 6 seconds left, and here come the players. It's going to be finally picked up by, it looks like 500 Gig, but there is no time left. And Fire Truck is winning this round, has won this round 15-4.
Yeah, incredible showing from Fire Truck. And I mean, wow. When I was talking to Baby True beforehand on Doomsday, I mean, they were saying they're super excited to play hard. These last 2 matches this weekend are really important for our team. One love. And certainly One Love is Echo. That is the One Love that we are certainly talking about here. And we've seen some amazing matches. And if you want to see more amazing matches, there will be more in the next couple weekends here. Challenger Cup is happening next weekend on the 5th and 6th, and the week thereafter on the 12th and 13th. So make sure you do tune in, see who is going to come through, who is going to be into that master tier, and get that the finalist badge here next weekend. And then, of course, who is going to come home with all the prizes and come first, second, and third in the finals the weekend thereafter. But oh my goodness, these 2 teams are absolutely electric. These matches today have been electric, but we have yet to see a round 3. Do you believe Doomsday can come back and give us one pinched?
You know what? I do. I think they're just kind of warming up here. I think they have a lot of fight left in them, and I absolutely expect them to see them making a statement here in this second round. And we're about to watch that round because we have a neutral joust, and out of the tunnels they come. It's Fire Truck and Ashton. Ashton's going to float it forward, looking for some options, sends it straight down to Soma. Soma's going to send it right back up to Light and into the goal off of Baby True, taking the lead to start this second round.
Light is doing an absolutely incredible job, but my goodness, Baby True off the head, that is such an annoying goal whenever those happen. And hello, Jakey. How's it going, man? It's been a little while. When are you going to come back and cast or cam, man? Come on, let's see it. But it is going to be 2 points on the board, and maybe 3 more, as Fire Truck is going to bounce and not find the score, as that is going to bounce around, but into the hands of James. James looking for the clear. Not going to happen. It's going to bounce off the ceiling now. Picked up here by Baby True. Baby True over to SD. Over now to Shorty, and Shorty sees those rotations coming back, but the goalie is stunned. But the save comes through from Graham Cracker. No breaks in that cookie, as that's going to bounce all the way downfield and slapped back where it came from by James.
And it is Soma along with their stack partner back in that trap area, looking for some options there, and passes over to Light. Light's going to reset it back to Ashton. Ashton's going to float it forward and sends it right down to Soma. Soma sends it up to Graham Cracker, and Graham Cracker into the goal, extending their lead to 4.
Yeah, extending that lead to 4, and I mean, this is very much feeling like a run it back, let's go one more from Fire Truck. Looking strong, but Doomsday, I mean, they need to find something right here, right now. Play that disciplined echo we saw them last round and get some points on the board.
It's going to be in that mid area, 500 gig. Nope, it's James. James is going to send it over to the orange bubble, but oh, it's picked off and sent right back out by Fire Truck. But James is there to walk it back forward over to Shorty. Shorty does not make the goal. It's going to be picked up by Baby True. Oh no, stolen by Ashton, and Ashton's going to try to get it up to Graham Cracker, who sends it out through that left tunnel and all the way through. It looks like we do have one player chasing it, but the stacks are faster. It's 500 gig, able to grab that disc, pass it over to Baby True, who's going to send it out that left side. Oh, but Light is there, grabs it and sends it right back, but it bounces off the shield. It's Baby True, sends it back, but Graham Cracker picks it off and is bringing it right back into the bubble. Sends it over to Light, who puts it in for 2 points, extending their lead to 6, making this a 6-0 game. And I hear a timeout.
Yeah, that's a very well-placed timeout right there from the side of Doomsday, because it's still early days, right? You're only 25% through round 2, 2.5 minutes, plenty of time to go, and it's 6-0. Okay. 6-0 might sound like a lot of points, but it's only 3 2s or 2 3s, or just 3 goals in general. It's a very, very doable amount. It's still early days, and if I was Doomsday right now, I would be making sure that I take every single moment of this pause, all 5 minutes, and I would spend the first 2.5 minutes just saying, hey, go get a walk around, grab a drink, whatever. Do what you need to do, reset mentally, and then come back, put your headset on, and let's come back with a mission. And that mission is round 3. You don't think about winning the match, you just think about winning this round, scoring 2 points at a time, 2 points at a time, 2 points at a time, and somehow you will find yourself on top. Because again, both these teams are absolutely cracked. Both these teams are 3rd and 4th. Doomsday is higher ranked right now than Fire Truck, actually, by 1 rank. And I mean, I know Ashton said that they're feeling good about this match. You know, they have lots of respect from Doomsday. But both these teams, Fire Trucks, you know, Ashton said their team came a long way to get to this point all season, and they don't want to go down without a fight. And Fire Truck is proving that. But Doomsday needs to show that right back, because they have the skill. These are names of players that we've seen play this game for season in and season out for many years now. So they have the skill. Every single one of these players are cracked. Now it's about finding the chemistry. It's finding those assists. If you look at the side of Fire Truck, they have 7 assists to their name. And there's infinite saves that are counted and both not counted. But on the flip side, you know, there's only 2 assists from the side of Doomsday. So really finding each other and really finding those connections here, you know, from any end of the arena, outlet passes, cross bubble passes, cut passes, you know, that one extra pass before they go for that final shot, or that goalie stun, or that numbers advantage. That reset is really what you need to see. So, I mean, let's see if they can turn around with pinch nerve. I believe in Doomsday, and I believe in round 3.
I most certainly do, and I'm looking forward to seeing that round 3. You know, Doomsday just needs to collect it, calm down, reset their game, and show everybody what they are made of. And while we have a timeout, I am obligated. I want to tell everybody about one of our sponsors, because throughout all of Fall Fest, and we're in Fall Fest right now, we will be giving away HyperX products during select live streams. Be sure to keep an eye out for any hints as to when these might be by watching the announcements channel in the Echo Arena VRML Discord server. And I got to tell you, they have some really awesome products. They have good keyboards, they have good mice, they have good headphones, they even have great microphones. So, if you want to play around with some stuff, they are a good brand. And we can also say there is a discount code right now. I believe it is HyperX22 that you can use to get a discount on certain select products if you're in North America.
Yeah, it certainly is exciting. So make sure you do check that out. Huge shout out to all the sponsors, and a huge shout out to you, Pinched, for always coming through and talking about them when I don't. So appreciate you. But Wonder Team Man also is on the cams. Much love to them. Make sure to thank them. Say, I love you, Wonder Team Man, in chat if you are listening. Please do. It's not preposterous. It's not a crazy request. Just say it, because I do. I love you, Wonder Team Man. Thank you for running the stream, everything behind the scenes. But we are back in the action, and now it is the fire truck squad coming on through. But it's blue. It's the Doomsday. Is it their time to shine? Well, we'll see, because that's going to get slapped right back where it came from. And that is going to be not a clear, but a pass to the side of Baby True, who's looking for their first two in blue.
And it's passed over to 500 Gigabyte, who's going to pass it over to James. James is going to send it across to Baby True. And finally, yes, they make it. It's 2 points. Doomsday says, this is our round. We are here.
It's certainly going to be a start of something, and it is the end of Channel 2. So hello, welcome, all 18 of you. Welcome to Channel 1. This is round 2 of 3. Well, we'll see. For Fire Truck against Doomsday. Doomsday still just scored their first points. 6 points first for Fire Truck. Fire Truck dominated round 1. With the final score of 15-4. And, well, there's 2 more from Doomsday. So, oh my, maybe round 3's in store, making this a 2-point game.
Absolutely, and I think Doomsday wants that round 3 more than even we do. But there are certainly shows. Wow, what did they talk about during that timeout? Because they are a different team now. They are scoring the points now. We have a fire truck joust. It is Ashton with the disc passed over to Soma, but it's not back through. It's Soma sending it over to the geometry, bouncing free. It's Ashton able to grab that disc, but here comes the stack. It's sent right back to Graham Cracker. They are slowing this down. They're not even getting out. Well, now they do have it out of their side. It's over to Light. Light's going to pass it into the bubble. It's grabbed by Ashton before it can make it, and Ashton's going to walk it in that bubble, crosses it over, but there's nobody there. Graham Cracker is able to grab it off that window. It's down to Light. Light's going to put it in the goal for 2 points, bringing the fire truck lead to 4.
Lead to 4, and, well, is that it? Is there no more from Doomsday? I hope not. I hope there's plenty in store, because a 4-point game is a very winnable game, especially with over 4 minutes remaining. 4-4-4, actually, just when I was saying that. But now it's Baby True. Quickly, the left side is going to be SD Card. SD Card finds the low pass, bouncing. Not quite read, though, by this Doomsday squad. They will pick it up second, which means they're not going to pick it up at all, but they will find a stack. Under pressure is Fire Truck. The clear is really good. Looking for that kunk shot right there. Not going to connect now. Shorty bounces that one low. Hard to read. Not going to go past the back stack of Fire Truck, as they are going to find another bounce, but another bad bounce. Fire Truck, do they get a hand? Well, actually, that might be a self-pass. Do they pick it up? Well, everyone's kind of clumping up, but Shorty quickly gets the disc, spreads out, now quickly over to Baby True. Baby True juking around, going low. Back to Shorty now. Shorty with this disc, sees the pass option, high cross. It's good. Diving in. Do they get 2? No, they get a ding, but they get another try. Diving in. One more shot. Another ding. Oh, no, oh my goodness, Doomsday. It might be finding the end of this day, but they find the pass now to James. James diving in, another ding. 3 dings is not the charm in Echo Arena. You do not want this to happen, but they mean no harm, because they want to score, and they find 2 more, making this 8-6, 2-point game.
That's right. It is a 2-point game, and Doomsday is coming back. They are not going down that easy. We're going to see another fire truck offensive joust. And wow, that work in the bubble, that persistence in the bubble is what they need. It is Ashton over to Soma. Soma across to Graham Cracker, but no, 500 gigabyte is there and grabs the disc, sends it. But what a beautiful save by Ashton, who almost backs right into their own goal, passed over to Light and out of the zone. And here come the stacks. It is grabbed by Shorty. Shorty's going to send it right back out. It's floating free. It's finally grabbed by James. James is going to send it right over to Baby True. Baby True's going to do a lot of dancing and dodging, but not enough. Light was able to grab it. But Baby True was able to get it right back and sends it over to the orange bubble. It is Baby True with the disc. I'm sorry, it's Shorty, but it's picked off by Light and cleared out to the middle of the arena. And here come the stacks. It is Ashton who has the disc. Ashton's going to walk outside that bubble, bounce it off the floor. Nobody has it except for Ashton once again. Ashton looks like stunned out there, and it is finally grabbed by Graham Cracker. But what a beautiful save! And it is cleared out all the way into the orange bubble. Who's there? Oh my God, it almost bounced right into the back, but it was saved. It is now, it looks like Shorty with the disc is going to send it across to James, and James puts it in the back of the goal for 2 points. It is a tie game, and we only have 2 minutes left.
2 points, 2 minutes. It's a sign. It's Doomsday's time to shine, but let's see if it will be all the way to round 3, or if we will say round 2, GG for Fire Truck, as now 145. Ashton has this disc. Now, if no one scores, we will see overtime. We will see sudden death. And by how close this game is, it very well may be next goal wins. Let's see. Now, Graham Cracker, low pass to Light. Light back to Graham. Graham gets their pocket picked by Shorty. Shorty looks for the long clear. Is a stack there? Yes, but it's for Fire Truck. Who's going to get there? The stun does not come through. It's actually going to get stolen right back. Nice headbutt. It's going to get picked up again by Soma. Soma off the floor. Now picked up here by Baby True. Baby True looking for the long shot, but that's just going to be stopped by Graham Cracker, sending it right back. Maybe a bit of a greedy shot, and maybe they're going to regret it. Long three, bouncing in. No! It's just going to be 2, unfortunately. And, well, there we go. Let's see if that bites them, because a 3 would be very exciting. But 2-point game, 1 minute remains.
That's right. We have a full minute left. Doomsday absolutely can. They can take the win with a 3-pointer. It's not that hard for these teams. These are top diamond teams. This is easy. Baby True over to the left. It's 500 gig. 500 gig sends it across, but it's picked off by Light. Light sends it over to Soma. Sends Soma through that left tunnel, and they're going to chase it. It is Doomsday who sends it right back. Light sends it back toward the blue bubble. It's finally picked up by Soma. Soma's going to walk it through. 3 points, taking the most likely the game. They are now up by 5.
Oh, that is most certainly the game. Break your vases, shatter your glasses, because the fire is raging. Fire Truck has come through and taken this game in 2. Oh my goodness, dominant performances from them. Still 4 seconds left here, as it's going to be the headbutt from this Doomsday squad. But congratulations to Fire Truck, both the lower seeded, but maybe now higher seeded team after this win, taking it games into first round, of course, being 15-4, second round 13-8. But oh my goodness, as it is an absolute game and a half. But my goodness, that happened so fast, Pinchner. But that's the end of our set of 3. But that was so much fun.
That was. But you know what? If this was just a preview, this was the light version of what we're going to see on November 20th. That is a day you're not going to want to miss. Echo Arena VRML Season 6 Grand Finals. Not just for North America, but also for Europe and Oceania. This will be one of the biggest shows in VRML history. So be absolutely sure to tune in for the best Echo Arena you will see all year. November 20th.
Yeah, it will be so exciting. And November 20th? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Is it the 20th?
Now you're
Or is
making
it
me
the
second
12th?
my guess. No, it's the 20th.
Okay, great. So grand finals is the 20th, and of course, the start of the finals will be the weekend prior, the 12th and 13th. So make sure you do tune in for that next weekend. Of course, being Challenger Cup, where you will most likely see both these teams play. Unless, you never know what will happen here in the end of Season 6. So many more matches. But huge shout out to you. Huge shout out to everyone here on stream. Unfortunately, yes, as many people said in chat, the Cast My Match button has been disabled. Turned off for the rest of Season 6. And, of course, when you use that, typically, it's not for a particular match. We try to honor that as best we can, but we ask you to not. We'll catch the match that makes the most sense for our schedules within the next 2 weeks. Of course, there is no longer 2 weeks remaining of the season. Of course, there's only 2 days remaining, this being day 1 and tomorrow being the last day of the season here in Season 6 before Challenger Cup and Finals. So make sure you do tune in for that. We're going to have an amazing venue show tomorrow, the last one before Challenger Cup. Again, 5th and 6th finals, the weekend of the 12th and 13th, and of course, the grand finals. One team to rule them all in OCE, EU, and NA on November 20th. So don't go too far away, because we will be back tomorrow, next weekend, the weekend after that, and finally, the end of November 20th. Keep it in your calendars. Watch it. There's going to be giveaways and so much more. But that's all we have for you today. I am the one you see. Luke, that is next to me on the casting booth, and the co-commentary is Pinch Nerve, and of course on the cams, running everything behind the scenes, being a machine, Wonder T-Man. Much love to you all. We'll see you next time.
And we're underway.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.